Oh, we're on. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to what I believe is now round 3 of the Quarantine Cup 2020. Match day 3. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for joining. It is great to see you all. Jesus, it's a lovely day out there. The sun is baking in the window now, and it's looking lovely. I don't know what you're doing watching a young fella play a PlayStation game on an evening like that, but look, here we are. So today's first game is between ourselves and the mighty Genk. The mighty Genk, the Belgian champions, I believe. And some news there on the messing side of things, due to popular demand. You can see there, as we go through the starting lineups, that Father Pat Noise has been removed as the starting fixture for Messing, mainly due to public outrage at his most recent performances, and in his place comes the one and only Amanda Brunker on the left wing. But let's just get straight into it. I hope you're all well. Just a quick note there, I'd just like to point out that this evening's stream is brought to you by 5G BioShields. I'd just like to thank them for sponsoring today's stream. That's 5G BioShields. Just about to get underway here at Austin Stacks Park. I think we should just see the players there in the tunnel getting ready to come out onto the pitch. And we're ready to go here, and it's Abbeyblake leading the line for Messing this evening. She's really made that jersey her own, and hopefully we can get a good result here now to kick us off. Because frankly, it's been piss poor the last few games. So here we go. Just going to settle in here nice and easy with the boys. Spider JJ in the middle of the park here, and that's a fairly rash ball from him. And they've already given away. You'd be expecting the lads here now to get over Genk, you know. Can't see them being too big of a hurdle. But sure, look, stranger things have happened. That's good defending there from Iban. And here's Abbeyblake now with her first touch of the ball. And she slipped through the nefarious Joe Public FC. And he's shown the defender a clean pair of heels. He's going to cross that in. But nothing comes. Oh, look at this! A chance early for Amanda Brunker. No. That would have been some start to her Messing FC career. I just realised I've left my bedroom window open and the neighbours will hear me screaming. It's going to be a good one. I'm kind of hoping that Amanda Brunker proves her worth tonight, because it's a big call to drop Father Pat Noise. He was one of our star players in the first 2 rounds. But you know what? He's an aging man, and change is a positive thing. Rory Burke needs to be on his toes here now, and he's been skinned. Rory Burke's been skinned. Oh, it's a dirty chance for Genk. Cleared by Bobby somebody. Squeaky bum time there for the mess, I'll tell you that much. Forward they come once again. Here's Kouassi, and that's a nothing ball there, and Rory Burke's going to tidy that one up. Iban in the middle of the park. Here's Spider JJ, and a first touch here for Jimmy Sham. Out to Manuel Labor, and here's Amanda Brunker now on the ball. Let's see what she can do. She's going to take on her man, and much like her oxygen set, it's leaving a lot to be desired. Yeah. Oh, Jesus. Again, if you're just joining us, thanks a million for tuning in. Today's stream is sponsored by 5G BioShields. Here's Iban in the middle of the park. Into Spider JJ. Gonna need a bit more from him now. He's been hot and cold the last few weeks. He's been kind of acting the maggot at training. He's more interested in having the crack with the lads down the back, flicking bits of pencil at people than actually doing his work. He's going to have to pull the finger out now in a big way. Genk here, they're proving hard to break down. Oh, and they're through here on goal. Genk! That's a good save from Sonic O'Sullivan. That's what he does. That's what he's there for. Look at this. Genk just cutting through like a hot knife through butter. That's a lovely ball. And good strike, good save. Bit nervous. That's a good defensive header there. Amanda Brunker playing around with it on the edge of her own box. That's lawless play. Labor need to get this away now. Into abbeyblake. Abbeyblake now. And she'll go long. Oh, that's a good ball. And the keeper's come out with a header there. And it's a bit outrageous, to be honest. Here's Pansel now for Genk. Denor, the left back. And they're just passing around here now, just trying to keep the sting out of the game a small bit. And that's gone up for a throw. It's up for a throw there. Here's DJ Daddy Healy Rave. Spread wide to Burke. Rory Burke now gets the head up, finds Joe Public. Joe Public lays it off to Spider JJ. Into the midfield to Jimmy Sham. And he'll go wide to Brunker. Brunker now. What can she do from here? It's a good cross. Abbeyblake can't. No, she's just fluffed her lines there a small bit. But look at that. One back excellently by Joe Public FC. And here he goes now. And he's actually going to lay that off to Burke. Burke, he'll swing it. And Brunker rises and just... not enough contact there. Not enough contact. But it's been a decent first half performance here now. Messing always slow to get started, I suppose. But hopefully they can do a bit better here. Here's Pansel again. And he's going to stand up Rory Burke. Burke's got IBAN for support. They've crossed it. That's a good ball. And there were 6s and 7s there at the back. And yeah, that could have been dangerous. That could have been very, very dangerous. And O'Sullivan now will look to boot this one down, and he's looking for the shiny forehead of Amanda Brunker. And she's headed it on lovely here to Abbeyblake, who's been fouled surely by the ref, but they play on. Brunker's through. Amanda Brunker! Oh, the finish got away. Oh, Genker flapping. Yeah, that was Amanda Brunker there with a big chance to end the half on a high note. But it'll go into half time at 0-0. I think that's not a bad half. You can see there we're slacking in the possession, and also the shots on target, and also all the passes and everything basically. But it doesn't matter. We'll kick on. I'm quietly optimistic in the tactics and the roles put in by Coach John B. Keane. And look at that from Abbeyblake. Look at the determination. Look at that. That's what we need. If everyone put in half the effort that Abbeyblake puts in each and every week, I'm telling you, we'd be real contenders here. Look at that from Jimmy Sham. Great play. Abbeyblake gets the head up, finds Amanda Brunker. Brunker now. And she's played it through to Joe Public. Joe Public FC for Messing. And he gets the boys underway. It's 1-0. Great stuff from Joe Public here. Good midfield play by Jimmy Sham. Abbeyblake gets the head up. Amanda Brunker. And she's just beautifully slotted through Joe Public. And do you know what? Look at this pass from Brunker again. Lovely weighted ball. Just puts it up on a pedestal for him. And I think that's Amanda Brunker proving, putting her in the starting lineup was the right call. Here's Hadji now for Genk. Let's see how the Belgians respond. It's a tough blow right at the start of the second half to concede, but they've got lots of time here to maybe pull one back. That's good defending there. And Genk looking somewhat dangerous. That's a good ball. Genk looking very dangerous. And you've got to wonder, what was Sonic O'Sullivan doing there? He's got to be coming for that. He's got to make that box his own. And here's Rory Burke now. The effervescent Rory Burke. Jimmy Sham. Here's Spider JJ on the ball. Spreads it wide. And here's Iban. He's been quiet today, but he likes to do the dirty work, a lot of behind the scenes work. And there's been a glitch there, and the ball has gone out for a throw somehow. This is actually an issue that we're working to address with the FAI at the moment. More on that to come. Stay tuned. We've got some explosive interviews with some of the messing players, and let me tell you something. The gloves are off. Now here's Genk again. They'll get us underway. Hadji in the midfield. Hadji. Someone needs to get to him. And they've scored. They've scored. It's Hadji for Genk. I'd love to tell you what happened, but I don't know. Jesus. Yeah, kind of out of nowhere, from nothing. Absolutely from nothing. Let's see if the replay here can show us a bit more clarity. Hadji there, and he's just in acres of space on the edge of his own box. There's many things that have gone wrong there. Bobby somebody on the edge of his own box has to come out there and meet that. And you've also got to be asking yourself the question, could Sonic O'Sullivan, he's got to do better than that. It's at a comfortable height for him. Not an awful lot of power behind it. Again, it's the defensive frailties that are the constant problem here for Messing FC. We know they're a very good attacking side, but do they have it in them to defend the lead? Look at that, good play here. Joe Public, abbeyblake on the edge of her own box now. abbeyblake hits the post. Good immediate response there from the mess. Probing ball from Jimmy Sham, and good interplay there between Joe Public and abbeyblake, and just kisses the outside of the post there. Who the fuck is Clogs? I'll tell you that much, huh? We need to nick a goal here, lads, to be honest. And here come Genk forward again. Here's popular Cork nightclub Dally, but dispossessed by Jimmy Sham. Look at that. And here's Bobby somebody now. Into the midfield to Iban. Spider JJ. And he'll go forward to Manuel Labor. And here's Brunker. Brunker forward for Labor. He'll cross. And that'll go out for a throw. Good play here for Messing. Oh, it's actually gone out for a corner. Even better. I'm getting significant lag here on my end. I'm a good 2 seconds behind. So we're playing. The reactions are gone. Oh Jesus. Every time I do this stream, there's a new problem to be faced. Because the reaction time has never been this bad, but you've got the lads that are half asleep. Ah Jesus. What's happening? Tis like trying to tackle Messi. Ah fuck it. Hadji again, the danger man. And they'll get that away. Just about. Here's Denor for Genk. Pencil. Crosses. Oh, the bicycle. I don't know about you, but I was nervous. Good ball in here from the Genkins. And, yeah, look, it looked a lot more dangerous than what it was. 59% possession there for Genk. Jesus, and that's not a good sign at all. Here's Hadji now again for Genk. He's been by far and away their best player. He's really pulling all the strings there in the middle of the park. Daly again now. €4 at the door. Free drink upon entry. Goes past Labor. And Jimmy Sham is there to break it up in the midfield again. He loves it. Wide to Brunker. Abbeyblake is making a signature run in here. And, she pulled up. Didn't expect to get the ball. But look at this. She's won it back. Brunker now. Can she get the head up? She can. Here comes Abbeyblake. Abbeyblake with the cross. And look at... it's a great ball from Blake. Joe Public just couldn't get a foot on it. Great ball though. Looks like we're coming into the last 5 minutes here of the half. And it looks like it's going to finish a 1-1 draw, which isn't ideal, to be honest. That's one back from Rory Burke, I believe it was. No, it's gone again. Jesus, Genk are looking dangerous here in the last few moments. He sauntered past Labor like he wasn't there. It's a good cross. And I think, from the pixels that are appearing in front of me, yes, he has it in his hand. Sonic O'Sullivan, safe pair of hands, even when he can't see nothing but coagulated pixels in front of him. Maybe one last chance here for Messing. Here's Brunker, forward for Blake. And she's seen Joe Public. Joe Public now, skips past his man. Joe Public! Oh, he's put it wide. It's good play. Abbeyblake on the spin. Joe Public here, little shimmy. And, he's got to be hitting the target though, really, hasn't he? Got to be hitting the target. 3 minutes of added time here to be played. And it's looking like it's going to stay. It's going to be a share of the spoils here. Yeah. It finishes here in Austin Stack Park. They're not happy about it. It finishes 1-1 between Messing FC and Genk. I think, not really a great first performance. Could have been a lot worse. I'm not sure what to do about the state of the lag that I'm facing here. Hopefully I can fix it. But yeah. Right. It was good. It was good hustle. Good hustle. And we'll just go back to the studio there upon confirmation of the next fixture here. And let's have a quick look at the results there. Olympic Lyonnais and Juventus are the other two teams in our group. And look at that. Look at that for a shock result. Lyon thrashing Juventus 4-0. Unbelievable. That's outrageous. And just looking at the table there, that puts us in the third position again. I'm getting flashbacks. I'm getting terrible flashbacks. That's a huge result though for Lyon. You've got to be wondering, did they use their 5G bioshields maybe against Juventus? And obviously the Italian boys didn't care to use their own. And yeah. It's just tough, you know. It's just tough. It's kind of upsetting. But we've got Genk again now in the return fixture in Belgium. But some rather breaking news coming out of the Messing camp today. Around lunchtime today it was revealed that Coach John B. Keane has enlisted some extra help, and it can be exclusively revealed here and now that Ballyhaig man on holidays in Lanzarote has now been appointed assistant coach of the Messing FC football team. I know Coach John B. Keane came in for a lot of criticism, and warranted, after the shambolic performance in the last group stage, and he's immediately tried to remedy it. So yeah, we've got more on that later, but earlier on in the week we sat down for a quick chat with Messing FC superstar and star striker, abbeyblake. And I think we're about to roll VT here. And we're just going to kick it over to abbeyblake. So, Abby, take it away.
Thank you, JJ. We're here with abbeyblake. So, abbeyblake, how do you feel about tonight's performance?
Look, I'm happy with it, but I suppose you can never be too happy in this game. I was delighted to get to tog out. I really think I've been proving myself in training, and John B has seen that, and I'm just delighted he took a chance on me. You know, I eat, sleep and breathe goals.
Alright, can you talk about the Quarantine Cup results from last Tuesday?
Look, I mean, it was devastating to get knocked out in the group rounds, especially in goal difference. You know, we were almost there, but I think it was nice that the clubs and stuff decided to restart the cup so we could, you know, compete again. But it was well deserved on our part.
Alright, and can you talk us through John B. Keane's training acumen?
Look, I'm in peak physical form. I'm not going to reveal any of his secrets, but it is a strict diet and training regime, and I'm just, you know, I'm happy to be part of it.
Alright. Can you tell us more about the state of modern Irish football?
Look, I am proud to be Irish, but the FAI have to do more. They really have to up their budget for bandwidth. I mean, getting caught in a lag is just something else. What it does to your body, it's excruciating. It's really bringing down the retirement age, and it's just not good for the game in general. I mean, getting caught in a lag and seeing the ball suspended in motion, you can't go for it. That just, it goes against every instinct. You know, and then appearing 5 feet up the pitch, it's just not good. It's disorientating, and it really has to be sorted out.
And do you have any more thoughts for us here today?
Clogs out.
Thank you, abbeyblake.
Yeah, big words there from abbeyblake. Fighting talk is what I would describe it as. Just as we were rolling that VT, we had a quick crash there. All of the players, and actually it just highlights the problem that Abby brought to the fore there. All of the players suffered a massive crash, and we're just looking to revive them there now, and hopefully we can do that. Oh, that sound means that we're back in action. Excellent. I think the players are just fixing themselves up there, and we should be getting into our next game, which is the return fixture against Genk in Genk. Has anyone ever been to Genk? Anybody been to Genk? Answers in the chat, please. Just while we're waiting for this game to start, just want to bring your attention to today's sponsor, 5G BioShields. So whenever you get the chance, and I mean, this is such a hot topic right now, everyone should really be looking after themselves. 5G BioShields. So thanks to them. Make sure you look after yourself. The players are in the tunnel. They're ready to go here at Genk Park. And it's going to get Genky, I'll tell you that much. I'm telling you, a win on the road here would see us well. Jesus, lads. Oh. And it's a choppy start here for the mess. DJ Daddy Healy Rave clearing up the pieces, and abbeyblake. Look at this already. Joe Public FC looking for Amanda Brunker, but it was an early chance, but it's been fairly snuffed out. It's hard playing the same opponent back to back, you know. Some people might enjoy it. Very similar to an American basketball series. But I feel it doesn't really give you adequate time to prepare. Look at that for a ball. Here's Amanda Brunker. She finds abbeyblake. Abbeyblake, now look at that from Blake. And she's won the free kick. And that's fantastic build-up play by abbeyblake. You know what? Bit of a dirty foul there by the Genk player. Look at that. Look at that. We don't need that in the modern game. Leave that behind. Got Spider JJ now over the free kick. What's he got in the locker? Oh, the lag is throwing me every which way that I don't want to go. Spider JJ now over the free kick, and he hits the wall. That's poor. That's poor. Here's Manuel Labor. And he's going to cut back onto that favoured right foot. He'll cross it for abbeyblake. Heading isn't her strong point. But it's a good start. It's a good start. And Genk will probably go short here. And rather dangerously so. Here's Ito on the right wing. Finds the danger man Hadji in the middle of the park. He's got a bag of tricks. And he's wandering through there again. And that's a good block there from Bobby Somebody, putting his body on the line. And that'll go out for a throw to Messing. Iban will take it, and he'll take it quickly into Burke. Good turn there, and it'll go all the way back to Sonic O'Sullivan. Manuel Labor, of course, it's a bit of an interesting tactic there, playing a right-footed left-back. But he makes it work, you know. Here's Brunker now. To Blake. Back out to Brunker. And she's got space to run into. Joe Public FC is free in the middle. And there he is, Joe Public! Oh! He's got to be doing better there. It was good build-up play. Great ball in from Brunker. Whipped it in, and that's a free header from Joe Public. He's got to be putting that one away. Got to be putting that one away. I'm sorry now, but if that's the level that we're at. Genk have us underway here again, and we're about 20 minutes into the first half, and it's not been bad. It's not been great either. There's Jimmy Sham doing the dirty work in the midfield again. We've got lag. He needs to get it away. He has. And oh, this is just becoming tiresome now. The controller is vibrating, and I'm seeing the results on the screen a good 3 seconds later. It's very difficult. It's a oh jeez, it's a shot there for Genk, and it's just hard. I would ask maybe the people viewing at home to drop your best Genk fact into the chat with the hashtag Genk fact, and let's see what we can come up with, guys. Here's abbeyblake. Good play. Look at this, through to Joe Public, and he'll cross this one in, and Brunker's free at the back stick, but couldn't make clean contact with it. Genk now going forward. Spider JJ has to win that one, and I believe he did, but Jimmy Sham has it now, and that's the main thing. Into Labor. Amanda Brunker playing off the shoulder of the last man, and it's not been bad, but it could be a lot better. Here's Labor over the throw into Iban, and he'll go back out to Labor. This is a good play. Labor now. Oh, Jesus. There's sometimes you just gotta look at it and just realise that it's probably not going to be your tournament at the second time of asking. Brunker, good spin. Blake goes wide for Joe Public. It'll still get there. Here's Spider JJ now, magically appearing with the ball in the middle of the park, and that'll break through for DJ Daddy Healy Ray. He has to clear that. They're under serious pressure now. Jimmy Sham takes it, runs with it, gets it through to Blake. That's good play, and she'll give it through to Joe Public. Joe Public is the danger man for this team. He loves to play on that right hand side, cut in, and just spread shots across the keeper, but they're not dropping for him at the moment, and that's a dangerous looking ball here. DJ Daddy Healy Rave will have to look after that, and does. Here's Burke. Bobby Somebody. Jimmy Sham. He's been playing well, Jimmy Sham. Look at that. And he's going to carry it. Jimmy Sham. He might have a go here. Jimmy Sham. Good strike. Jimmy Sham really taking on a bigger role in the past few games. Was mainly a bit part player in the opening round of fixtures, but he's blossomed. And look at this, Genk are through. And Genk have scored just on the stroke of half time. Yeah. That's a goal there for Genk. Yeah, we're seriously going to need to invest in more 5G bio shields. I'm currently operating at the moment 4G connection, which is obviously working against me here in a massive way. I need a big halftime team talk here from both the coaching staff and maybe more of the senior members of the squad. It's Messing going in at the break, 1-0 down. And it's not great. I'm nervous, guys. Hopefully now we can sort this out. Abbeyblake is through here. Abbeyblake. No. No. The heads are dropping. Joe Public. That's going to be called for offside. Very appreciative of the cries of liquid football in the chat. We like to see that. But you know what? It doesn't have to be liquid football at the moment. They just need to get the ball and stick it in the net. Sonic O'Sullivan making a beautiful save. Probably somebody will take it out of defence. But he's given it away, and now Genk are back at it again. Blocked by DJ Daddy Healy Raven. That was a dangerous deflection, nearly went in. It's a corner now for Genk. Hadji will take it, and that's headed away by Rory Burke. Good play from Burke. Spider JJ wins that in the edge of his own box. And here's Abbeyblake. She's got Jimmy Sham in support, but she's been dispossessed. Here's Iban. Iban again to Burke. And Burke now, he's got space to run into. And Joe Public ahead of him. And he'll choose Joe Public. Joe Public. Joe Public, still going. Oh, Jesus. There is circumstances so beyond our control right now. There's the gods, the footballing gods are against us, I'll tell you that much. I believe there is some sort of conspiracy that has been plaguing us since the start of this campaign, really. And look at this. We've been bothered by connection issues, player registration issues, and hopefully now... Oh, look at this, Joe Public. And he's got Brunker coming in. Amanda Brunker! What a chance. What a chance. These are they're the moments that win and lose you football matches. And I don't want to sound like a Father Pat Noyes apologist here, but I believe if that was the big man Pat Noyes himself, he probably would have stuck that one in the back of the bread bin. And here come Genk forward again. They've threatened every time they've gone forward. I don't think it's really because they're a good team. I think they're just getting the rub of the green, really. Abbeyblake wins that header, but it's gone wayward, and every pass and tackle just yeah, it's just not falling for them. Iban Bobby somebody will come out of the park. And here's abbeyblake. It's all going through Blake at the moment. And she needs more support here from this cast of stars that Messing FC have assembled. But look at this gank through again. Bobby somebody. Burke needs to clear. And he's gone for the safety of the touchline there. The relative safety of the touchline, may I add. And here they come again. Burke going to stand up his man. And that's a good ball. But again, it's just hard to watch. The team that you love so much crumble under the pressure of the bright lights like this. I think there's going to be huge changes needed if this continues. Anyway, here's Amanda Brunker. And she'll... Yeah, goes for the cross, deflected out for a throw. And it might be time for some substitutions here. And it looks like Brunker has kicked her last ball here as Father Pat Noyes makes his way. Here he comes. Returned. It's Father Pat Noyes. Can he be the difference? Here's Spider JJ. Into Father Pat Noyes. And he'll go for goal. Good save from the keeper. Pat Noyes there showing his attacking prowess almost immediately. And Genk have it now. Here's NATO. And Paintsill, I believe, on the left hand side. Tricky little winger. Joe Public FC is back here tracking. And oh, that's a good ball. And that's a good ball. What a save from O'Sullivan. And oh, that's a poor touch from abbeyblake. Just screwed off her boot there. Here come Genk once again. It's Ito. That's great play from Genk. Oh, they've stuck it in the fucking onion bag. And it's all, the wheels have come off. The wheels have well and truly come off now for Messing FC. That's beautiful interplay there from the Genk boys. But what was Sonic O'Sullivan doing in the goals here? His positioning is all wrong. He's just been caught out there badly. That's kind of coming straight towards him, and he's just fluffed his line. We're getting word there that Coach Keane is making some rather drastic changes here. He who shall not be named has been out warming up for the past maybe 10-15 minutes, and it looks like he's going to get a run out here. Yes, oh yes, I am talking about that man, Clogs. Clogs looks like he's going to get a spin out, and this is a huge call. Huge call for Coach Keane here. You've got to think his job is on the line. One last roll of the dice here, perhaps. And you can see there both Clogs and DJ Alabisha are coming on here for Messing in one last throw of the dice. And let's see what happens. Here he is now, Clogs on the ball. Iban. And Iban there, he's just kicked that straight out of play. Oh dear, oh dear. Retention of the ball is crucial at these periods, and when you're giving it away like that. And that looks like it's going to be a free kick there, and I think the ref is giving it to... He's giving it to Genk. Oh, 3 minutes here left to play. Into the box. Bobby somebody rises like that. It's only gone as far as another Genk play. Oh, they've scored again! Call the fucking thing off. I don't believe it. I don't believe it. It's not often that I'd be left without words. but I am now. That is a nail in the coffin. I'll tell you that much. That is a nail in the coffin. 3-0 down to Genk. Mama told me there'd be days like this, but I didn't believe her. Here's Clogs, muscled off the ball, and that kind of sums it all up, really, doesn't it? You know things are dire when Clogs is getting the nod. He's the last fella you'd pick in PE, really. DJ Alopecia now on the ball. Father Pat Noyes, he's been quiet since he came on, bar that shot, and he's just given that away. Yeah. Finishes 3-0. Yeah. I don't even know what to say anymore. The other results there, Juventus getting sweet revenge on Lyon. 4-1 they came out winners. And that's going to put us rock bottom last. So we need to beat the shit out of Lyon, and I think they're next. Again, just a quick mention, 5G BioShields. Yeah, Lyon up next, I believe, anyway. I'll just clarify. Yeah, it's Lyon next away. Whew. It's a big game. But I think, if I'm correct, we can go live here now. We've secured a exclusive interview with the Messing FC new assistant coach, Ballyhigman on holidays in Lanzarote, and we'll go live now to the Messing FC Centre for Performance of Excellence, or Excellence Performance. Their big fancy facilities they've got there in North Kerry. And I think we can just cross live now to Ballyhigman.
If I see what that in, you'll be on the scrappy Clyde man Clogs, right? And that's it. And I want you to know more about it.
Oh,
thanks.
Sorry.
Are you well?
Hi, Ballyhigman. Just wondering, how did you get involved with the messing setup?
Well, I got the call last Tuesday a week, and I'd known John B from the Dogs, and he said he was in it. He was after taking up a role with a virtual football team. He said, and he asked me would I be interested in getting involved, and I says I would. But I think I don't know if you've been speaking to any of the lads, but I have a distinct philosophy on football, and I like to implement it. And I tell you what, I have John's earby.
And what are your thoughts on the most recent results there? That's a terrible start to the second.
Yeah, that's great and everything, but I must head away. We have things to be doing, huh? All right. God bless. I don't give a shit. I don't give a fucking shit. You'll be on the fucking heat, boy. You'll be on the first bus back to fucking Clanmaris FC. Jesus.
Strong and emotional words there from Ballyhigman on holidays in Lanzarote. Just speaking to us after he secured his new role as assistant coach of Messing FC, assistant to coach John B. Keane. Next up for Messing, it's Lyon, and it's a big game. It's a big game. No doubt about it. Hopefully we can get on and bring this one home. I think we're in pretty good shape to qualify if we win this one. Hopefully, anyway. So let's see how we go. Sorry, I just forgot to. I'm contractually obliged again to say 5G bioshields. Thank you. And here we are now. The teams are in the tunnel. Hopefully, the connection holds up, and we can get a fair shake at this one, maybe. So Leon starts the game with possession, and we're choppy. Bertrand Traore now for Leon. Here's Dubois at the right hand side, tackled by Jimmy Sham. Dubois will swing it, and Leon, very dangerous from the outset. Very dangerous. Shaky start. Sonic O'Sullivan will go along here to get us underway again towards Joe Public, who can't keep control of it. Here's Anderson. Here's Thiago Mendes in the middle of the park. Gone forward now. Here's Moussa Dembele. A lovely striker is Dembele. And just testing O'Sullivan there. Here's Burke. Joe Public. And he's going to switch it here, looking for Brunker. And that's a good touch on the chest here from Brunker. But she's been dispossessed by Dubois. But she's won it back. And she's been dispossessed. And it's gone. That was an exciting, exhilarating moment there. And I'm telling you, if that's a sign of things to come, this match is going to be played at a breakneck speed. Good cross there. And it's a goal for Leon. Like just one. I'd like one game without lag. Just one. The quality of the football is struggling. We were banging them in training, I swear. Brunker now for Messing. And it's a shocking start. Shocking start. I don't know what to say really. I'm kind of lost for words. It'd be nice to win a game. Or even just score a goal. That'd be lovely. Probably somebody there spinning around, nearly heading it back into his own goalkeeper's arms. But we're just really not at it. Here's Traore. Tackled by... Look at that from Labor. Beautiful play. And he's got runners. Brunker is one. Bad touch from Amanda Brunker. And to be honest with you, she's getting the chop. I'm getting word here that John B. Keane has already sent Father Pat Noyes out to warm up. And the tracksuit is coming off. The collar is being removed. And the jersey's being put on. But he could be coming into a game that's 2-0 down here if he's not careful. And yeah, I think Messing are going to go for the early sub here. No, I've been told that Father Pat Noyes has been told to sit back down. And maybe the coaches are waiting for half time here, I'm not sure. But it's all drama here in France for this game. That's Brunker again. That's a shocking ball. Shocking ball. And I forgot to turn up the crowd noise there again. But you should hear it now. Thank you all. I'm telling you, it's a rough and ready affair here, lads. And oh Jesus. Jimmy Sham now on the ball in the middle of the park. Through for Spider JJ. Abbeyblake. Gotta see more of Abbeyblake in this game. That's a good ball to Labor. And no, he's just been... He's just cracked under the pressure there a small bit, hasn't he? Oh, that's a good ball from Leon. Here's Memphis Depay into Dembele. Struck it well. O'Sullivan's come a long way. And it's up to DJ Daddy Healy Rave there to clean up the pieces. Blake now. And she's nearly been dispossessed there. But here's Jimmy Sham. And it's depressing when you press the buttons and nothing happens. I'm losing the run of myself. Bobby somebody, and he's just ran past his own man, Dembele from range, and it's saved by O'Sullivan. It's all just getting a bit too much. And yeah. Good defensive header there. Here comes Spider JJ, and he's been dispossessed. Here's Jean-Luca for Leon, and I thought that was in. Thought it was in. Would have been doing me a favour to just put me out of my misery. All the way forward here now towards Brunker. She can't win that. She's stuck out a leg, and you know what? She's retained the ball here for Messing. A ball through there, more of a hit and hope towards Abbeyblake. And yeah, it's the wheels are well and truly off in this club. I feel it's a club in free fall here, to be honest. After having the entire competition restarted so that they could have another bash at the competition, you thought they'd come out with a fighting chance, but if anything, they've gotten worse. Here's Joe Public to Rory Burke. Abbeyblake. And she's found Jimmy Sham. Jimmy Sham. And he slotted it. Jimmy Sham has scored for Messing. It's Jimmy Sham. And he's put in a huge shift. Right on the stroke of half time as well. That was good all round play there from Abbeyblake and Jimmy Sham. Kept his head, kept his cool, and stuck that one in the onion bag, baby. That's given us a fighting chance going into the second half. The second half, of course, is going to be brought to you by 5G Bio Shields. All of the coverage that you were witnessing tonight has been brought to you by the 5G Bio Shields, and just a big thanks to them for their continued support. And we've got word here that Messing are making a few changes just before we get kicking off here for the half time. Oh no, they'll have to wait. But here we go in the second half. We've got a chance. Abbeyblake. Dispossessed by Anderson in the middle of the park. Out to Depay. They'll stand up Burke. And they've actually won that back. Iban. And he's gone wide to Joe Public. Joe Public. And he has the legs here to do some damage. Joe Public. Wide. And it's just too far gone. It's overhit. And here's the substitution. Father Pat Noyes onto the field in place of Amanda Brunker. And hopefully Father Pat can do the business up top. Some people were even saying it was a strategic shift here to put Father Pat Noyes in, maybe to rest him and have him come in for these important moments of the games, having him fresh and 100% ready to go, maybe perhaps when the other players are tiring somewhat. That's good defending from Messing. Joe Public. Abbeyblake. Oh. And there was a counter-attack on there. They just can't move the ball quick enough. Look at that from Iban. The desire and the drive to get it back. Joe Public. Abbeyblake. Back to Joe Public. This is good for Messing. Joe Public. Joe Public with the strike. That's a good save. It's a good save. Much better for Messing here in the second half. They're really starting to string a few passes together, get the ball moving up the pitch. If we can avoid a few more lag spikes, I think we might be in with a chance here. But here's Traore for Leon, and he might have something to say about it. Here's Depay now, and look at that from Burke. He's like a man possessed in the second half. Traore again. Jinking, jiving. Puts it wide. It was good pressure there all around. Hopefully they can keep it up. O'Sullivan will go short here now to Burke. And Rory Burke surveying the scene. And he'll go to Iban. Iban there. It's just got a bit too much on it for Joe Public. And Leon will go all the way back to the keeper. It's a good header there from Leon, but it's actually gone in for a throw. And that'll be a Messing FC ball. Down the line to Jimmy Sham, the goal scorer. He's been smothered out. And here's Jean-Lucas in the midfield. Up to Dembele. Depay. Bertrand Traore. This is a fearsome front three Leon have got, and when they're all in sync, I'm telling you, it's scary. O'Sullivan will come and claim that. Takes out his own man in the process, but that's the commitment level we need. He'll go long now. Looking for Joe Public. He'll go back to DJ Daddy Healy Rave, who set Jimmy Sham on his way. Jimmy Sham plays it through. Here's Father Pat Noyes. Gets the head up. Good ball. Joe Public! Oh! You've got to think that was a moment. Stellar ball from Father Pat. And Joe Public with the header. He's so dangerous in the air. But yeah, that was tough. Shout out Dave Longan in the chat. Dave Longan, of course, technical director and head of sports science at Messing FC. And we love to see him at the games. Thank you, Dave. And Leon coming forward here again. And the referee's given a foul. That's a soft foul. And, oh, they're looking dangerous here. It's Dembele. He spins and turns. Bertrand Traore. Dubois. And the... Oh, Jesus. The fucking leg is so bad. And here's Traore. I think it's gone clear. It has. Jesus Christ. And on comes the terrier for Leon. Awar. Oh, it's a good ball. Oh no! Fucking Memphis Depay. Dangerous ball in, and Depay just sneaks in there at the post and puts that ahead. And Abbeyblakes giving it away straight from the kickoff. They're fucking in free fall here once again. Here's the goal scorer, Depay. He's crushed Kerry Hearts here tonight, I'll tell you that much. Thiago Mendes with a strike from range, and that stings the palms of Sonic O'Sullivan as he pushes it out beyond the post. Yeah. That's a dagger to the heart there for Messing, I'll tell you that much. O'Sullivan with the punch, and it's come to Dubois. He'll send it in again. Jimmy Sham, he's looking for options. He's got Abbeyblake, and she's all alone up the top here. But here comes Father Pat Noyes in the overlap, and he's got the legs here, and they're going to go for the old reliable here. And Joe Public's in the middle. Joe Public! Ow! Joe Public scores! Oh Jesus. Joe Public. Look at this, Father Pat Noyes. I told you he'd come good. I said it. I fucked up the replay. I don't know what I've done. Oh, it's 2-2. It's all to play for. I'm sweating. I'm shaking. Leon are coming forward. It's Traore. We just need to keep the head, lads. Manuel Labor, beautiful play. Jimmy Sham. Father Pat Noyes now into Abbeyblake, and she's been dispossessed by Anderson. Oh, it's all going off here. That's great effort there from the mess. Here comes Abbeyblake. Look at that from Blake. She just doesn't give up on it. Mendes now, and That's gone straight to a messing shirt. It's Iban into Joe Public, and abbeyblake needed a better touch. They're so close here. You've got to fancy messing if they can get through on goal. The finishing has been good tonight. Joe Public, and the referee's blown it up. There's points been left on the park there. I think the boys showed great resilience. But I don't think it's going to be enough, to be honest with you. 2-2 it finishes here in Lyon. Joe Public FC and Jimmy Sham the goal scorers. Let's have a look at the other results here in the group. And it finished 2-0 to Juventus against Genk. No surprises there. Leaves us still in third place in the group. That means we've got to take points off Juventus, but they're coming back to Stax Park. They're coming back. So I'm not saying that I'd fancy us, but I'd fancy us. I think we can do the job here. Like, I think we can do the job. Fuck it. That's heartbreaking now, that last game. We're not gone. We're not gone. We have if we can take points off Juventus here and somehow hope that Genk do us a huge favour against Lyon. I think we'll be alright. I think we can get through. I'm just going to have a look there at the group again, maybe, just to clarify. Here's the group. Yeah, so Juventus, they're through. So if we can beat Juventus, get 3 points, and hope that Genk beat Lyon, we will leapfrog into second place and qualify. So let's just see. 5G bio shields, and that's the standby screen, not the one I wanted. And I don't know, I'm optimistic. I don't know, I just feel good. I feel good. I feel like we can definitely nick a goal here against Juventus. I feel they're not going to be thinking much of us, and we might catch them on the hop. That's what I think. That's what I think. Here we go. Oh, this is the big one now. I'd say this will probably be our last game for the evening as well. Win, lose or draw. This is the end for us now tonight. You don't want to be pulling the arse out of it either. Like, there she is, Austin Stack Park in all her glory. Final game of the group here, and you know what? You can feel the tension. You know, the locals down in Tralee, they've been waiting for this for a long time. They've been waiting for the pageantry and the showbiz razzmatazz that comes with bringing Cristiano Ronaldo down to Rock Street, you know. Juventus have been in town for about 2 or 3 days now. Seen all the sights. They've been brought to Shim Satira and went to Jimmy Grease's afterwards for a bag of chips. We're kind of hoping that someone did us a solid and maybe oversalted the chips and maybe put a bit too much vinegar on it. But yeah, hopefully we can get this one out. I'm actually just going to do one little thing here before we get underway, because I think I know why the game is stuttering and why it is lagging and why it's kind of and I just want to give us I just want to give us the best chance of qualifying here. So if you just bear with me, I'll just do a bit of jiggery pokery here, and maybe drop there in the chat who you think is going to score first here for either Juventus or Messing. And I don't know, £5 to £5 to whoever gets it right, if anyone does get it right. I'm not telling you who I think it is, because there will be claims of match fixing. Right, here we go. The big one. Need a win, and hopefully results will go our way. All we can do is our bit, and hope it's enough. Father Pat Noyes into the starting lineup, of course, tonight. Here's Jimmy Sham. And Ronaldo's first touch, and that's a searching ball. I remember in the first... Oh, Sonic O'Sullivan with a big touch there. Remember in the first game, Bernardeschi was actually the surprise standout for Juventus, I believe. Had a big game. Here's abbeyblake for her first touch. Goes wide. Joe Public. Joe Public now. Mazy running here from him. And that'll go back to Iban, who's been dispossessed by Cristiano Ronaldo. And you know what? There's no shame in that either. I presume Iban will give him a receipt for that later on in the game, courtesy of 6 studs to the shin. Here's Blaise Matuidi in the midfield for Juventus. Bernardeschi now. Loves to cut in on that left-hand foot. And he's been fucking clocked by Labor. You love to see it. Welcome to Tralee, says Labor. Matuidi now. They're looking dangerous here, Juventus, already. Bernardeschi. Aaron Ramsey, of course. Doesn't roll off the tongue as much as the other players. Pjanic has been dispossessed by Jimmy Sham. And here come Messing. Father Pat Noyes bursting through the middle. He put the head up. He has looked for Joe Public FC. And that's a terrible ball. Christ almighty. Alexandro now for Juventus. Dybala. Shepherded by DJ Daddy Healy Rave. Gets the shot off. Oh, Dybala has scored. Dybala has scored early on here for Juventus. Something from nothing there. He was well shepherded by DJ Daddy Healy Rave, but he's just turned, spun, and cracked it with his left foot. Oh, we're up against it now, I'll tell you that much. An early goal here for Juventus. And you've got to feel that it could be too big of a mountain here for us to climb. Here's Ronaldo now coming through. Ronaldo! What? Fucking bastard. Yeah. 2-0 inside 20 minutes here. And it's not looking good. It's not looking good. We need a miracle. And maybe we can get one. The ref's given offside because he's a bastard. The ball has found its way into the back of the net there. But you'll be hoping here that the officials would maybe turn a blind eye to some of these calls and give us a bit of a chance. Because to be honest, you want to see the underdog prevail, don't you? Emre Can now for Juventus. Delict. Aaron Ramsey. Pjanic. Out wide to Ronaldo. Ronaldo against Burke. Burke leaves a leg in the small bit. And look at that from Rory Burke. Cristiano who, he says, as he laughs into his face and spits on him. Here's Joe Public. Into abbeyblake. Spins. Jimmy Sham. Out to Pat Noyes. Back to Jimmy Sham in the middle of the park. I've got an itchy nose. I hope you don't. Labor. He'll bring it forward. He drives forward. Pat Noyes. Crosses it. Looking for Joe Public. Joe Public with the header. And that's into the welcome and open arms of Gigi Buffon. And he's found Ronaldo. Look at that. Precision play from Juventus. Ramsey. Pjanic. And Iban. Iban needs to get rid of that. Burke. And here's Public. Spider JJ looks up. And here goes Jimmy Sham. Jimmy Sham for messing. Oh. And yeah, good idea there. Jimmy Sham taking the first time volley, looking for the spectacular. But unfortunately not making a whole lot of contact. Juventus will get us underway here again. They've just got so much world-class talent here. And like Ronaldo alone would do it yet. But Rory Burke again. He's Ronaldo inside in the arse pocket. Look at that from Joe Public. Great play. Abbeyblake. Joe Public again. He's been dispossessed. That's up to Dybala. Oh Jesus. What's going on? Oh, Manuel Labor with the back heel. Bit cheeky. No need. Bernadeschi. But he's been dispossessed by Jimmy Sham. Great stuff. Spider JJ now. And he'll go long towards Pat Noyes. No good. Matuidi. I'm going horse. Pjanic. Dybala. Tackled by Iban. And the ref says play on. Good stuff. Abbeyblake. She's got options. Pat Noyes is one of them. And that's a poor ball from Abbeyblake. The crowd are not happy. Hisses and boos directed at Messing star striker. She needs a goal here to boost her confidence. But going into the second half here, or should I say just the end of the first half, it's not looking good. 2-0 down to the mighty Juventus. And they're just pouring here. An absolute Mercedes of a football club. While we are looking something like a rather feckin' Banjax boxy starlet. And it's 2-0 at half time. I'd like to say that it's all to play for, but realistically I don't think it is. 5G BioShields. Coach John B. Keane here, and Ballyhaigman on holidays in Lanzarote. Just going to make a few quick halftime changes, and I believe they're just going to go absolutely for it. They're going 4 up top, and hoping that Iban and Jimmy Sham can just hold it together at the back. I think they could, though. I think they could. And we're underway here. Austin Stack Park. Juventus 2-1 up. And Messing, of course, need to win to stand any chance of qualification. We don't know the score in the other game. We've just got to do our bit and hope for the best. And that won't do. Midfield very open here now. But look at that from Labor, putting in double the effort. Juventus dropping an awful lot of their players back as well. Of course, quite a defensive side, known for their defensive capabilities. They'll be hard to break down. Dybala spins again, and he's been tag teamed there by somebody and Jimmy Sham. I had a bit of a nervous moment there. And Pat Noyes into Abbeyblake. She turns again. Good on the ball is Blake. Jimmy Sham. And he's winding one up. Jimmy Sham. That's straight down the bullet of Gigi Buffon. And he'll eat that up for dinner every day. Manuel Labor and Bernadeschi both go for that. Neither of them get it. But Labor will pick up the scraps, and he goes long, and he's kicked it out of play. And Juventus here have got it again. Good block there from Jimmy Sham. And that's a good again from Jimmy Sham. He's been good today. He's been in a bit of a purple patch of form lately. Bernadeschi. Searching now. Looks for Ronaldo. No good. Spider JJ now. And he's found Joe Public. A willing runner. Joe Public now, showing a clear pair of heels to the defender, and the final ball needed to be better. Buffon, look at that for a pass. Straight to the feet of Bernadeschi. But he's got Jimmy Sham breathing down his fucking neck. And Jimmy Sham says, give me your phone, and takes that ball off him. Pat Noyes, look at that for a ball. abbeyblake. Chance here for Messing. Blake does well. Father Pat Noyes crosses. And Spider JJ with the header. It's not his strong suit, is it? And that'll go harmlessly wide. And it is looking grim enough here. Grim enough. Aaron Ramsey up to Dybala. You just sense that Juventus have more goals in them. They could definitely make this a very awkward night. Oh, look at this to Dybala. Wide. And just a quick reminder there about the 5G bio shields. Just to be aware of that. Pat Noyes, abbeyblake. She looks for the run of Spider JJ, but she can't pick him out. Ramsey. Jimmy Sham again. He's everywhere. Here's Dybala for Juventus. Bernadeschi making a fool out of Manuel Labor there, unfortunately. But Labor gets his own back. Iban now has to clear, and does. Pat Noyes. It's just skewed off. Ronaldo. Marked by Burke. Sandro. And he's cutting in. But look at that. Rory Burke. The man of the hour. Spider JJ. Has to get that through. And does. Joe Public. Back to Spider JJ. Oh, it's taking a bad touch. And that's just shite. That is brutal. Coach John B. Keane is livid on the touchline. He's going absolutely ape. I think Spider JJ is probably in for the Sive treatment after this, to be honest. If he goes missing, you'll know where to find him. abbeyblake. Spider JJ. Forward for Pat Noyes. That's good play. Pat Noyes. abbeyblake with the header! Saved by Buffon. And it's all over here. And a valiant effort again by Messing. I don't know where we stand after this. The yellow cards are coming out. It's all just getting a bit too much for everyone. And yeah. Ball in. And they're just playing for pride here now with the Messing boys. Whatever modicum they have left of it. Here's Chan. Douglas Costa. Back to Chan. And Juventus here probably just happy enough to wind down the clock. Although Douglas Costa might have other plans on his mind. Probably somebody has to get it away. It does. Here's Chan. Matuidi. Ramsey. Douglas Costa. Oh, they're purring here. Probably somebody. Good header. And Jimmy Sham is going to go long. And he's found Father Pat. Oh, it's a good turn from Father Pat Noyes. What can he do here? Nothing. He's been dispossessed by Matthew Delict. And oh, they're fucking heartbroken. They're heartbroken. Blow it up, ref. It finishes there 2-0, and it finishes 2-2 between Leon and Genk. I don't think it would have been enough for... Oh, Jesus, we might have gotten away with it. Oh Lord, that's worse, to be honest. I was hoping that Leon maybe had battled them. Yeah, it finishes there. There's that familiar sight, eliminated in the group stage. it's tough, you know. It's just tough to take. We've got words there coming in from Spider JJ. Might as well get his take on proceedings, and yeah, we'll just pass it over to you now. Spider JJ. Hello, Spider JJ. Thanks very much for joining us. Just wanted to get your quick thoughts on last week's results and how Messing FC can maybe improve going forward.
Yeah, I think results last week weren't great, but overall, you know, I think there's a ferocious team spirit there, like, constantly baiting away, like, trying to just kind of getting horse it out, like, I'm very proud of this team, you know. I think there's a few things we can work on in training. I think getting the ball to stick is very important, and you know, just kind of mainly putting the ball in the back of the net, like, just put the ball in the net. We just kind of put it in, like, yeah.
And big news coming out of the Messing camp today that Ballyhigman on holidays in Lanzarote has been appointed the new assistant coach. Can I just get your thoughts on that really quick?
I think the addition of Ballyhigman on holidays in Lanzarote to the backrooms staff is it's a huge addition that's really going to help us going forward. He's got some interesting ideas. I don't know if you've spoken to him or what. He's got some interesting ideas, man, about football and how it should be played. Yeah, I think it's going to be really good. But come here anyway, I must pop off there. We're back to you. Alright, so.
Yeah, interesting words there. From Spider JJ there, with a distinct lack of eyes on him. Probably explains why he can't find a good pass. Yeah, I don't know where to take it from here, lads. We might be back. We might not. We'll see. I think there's going to have to be a serious look at how things stands. But thanks for joining us on this journey. We might give it another crack maybe next week. And hopefully, you know, it's all a learning curve, isn't it? You know? It's all just a learning curve. 5G bioshields. So yeah, thanks for joining us on this journey, and sorry to disappoint you. I think once we get the training back in, I think we could come back. I think we can come back better and stronger. Thanks for keeping the faith, everyone, and good night, good bless, and fair play to you all. I'm going to leave you with one last message. 5G bioshields. I just want to check on something there. Sorry, no, just bear with me. Contractually obliged, of course. Don't put your Cortex in the cooker. Stop 5G. The only way to stop